Okay, so this is the new mixer, Artisan, what is it, a KSM 150? And I had wanted to go back to my tilt top because I bought a Pro 600. And I find it aggravating to have to reach around it with my short little arms to, raise and lower the bowl. So I thought, well, I'll go back to a tilt head. This is a double batch of cookies. As a reminder to myself, I'm filming this. As you can see, it went all the way up. The flour, oh my God, it was such a mess. I never use these things. Never use these things. And as a matter of fact, I think I threw away the one from my original KitchenAid, which was 2 pieces. What a pain. But I had to put this on to put the flour in because it just was so deep in the bowl with the batter that the flour was at the top. So it was coming out everywhere. So at this point, okay, yeah, I just can't make a double batch of cookies. I guess that's not the end of the world. We really shouldn't eat double batches of cookies anyways. But I'm wondering how it's going to do with the bread. It has the C hook, not the S hook. I like the S hook better, but we will see. And this is out for now. This is my big purple machine. Pro 600. Yeah, Pro 600, I believe. Yeah, Professional 600. There you go. This is the new one I was thinking of replacing it with. The Artisan. Oops, didn't quite get it clean. I already tested a double batch of cookies. Yeah, I can't do double batches of cookies in the Artisan. It claims it can do 9 dozen cookies at once. It was at the very brim. Already recorded the ending of that. How did I get flour all over you? Anyways, so this is my setup. These are the hooks I'm going to use. I really prefer this kind of dough hook. But this is what the Artisan comes with, so we will see. This is a very old recipe from a very old cookbook. Well, it's not. Well, to some of you, it's very old. To me, it's not. I got the cookbook as a wedding gift from my sister. And the cinnamon bread in this list is my husband's favorite. But I have to leave out the raisins because my sons don't like the raisins. Whatever. I'll put raisins in one loaf. Because it makes 2 loaves. And this is double batches. Well, you figure that's 2 loaves. And that's 2 loaves. I've already got my yeast in there because I keep my yeast in the freezer. This is Rapid Rise. I know, but I was having so much bad luck with the other that I switched to Rapid Rise. And that's my scalded milk. This recipe calls for scalded milk. Okay, that's the setup. Still have some of the stuff out from the cookies. Ignore that. And now, if I can pause this, I'm going to pause it because I got to get this started. Oh, also, I always put sugar in my yeast to feed it. Just saying. I feed my yeast. It blooms faster and better, I think. All opinions here. I will be back. Okay. I've added the water. 3/4 cup of warm water, 115 degrees. It, like I said, it was fast rising. It needs a higher temperature. I have no idea what it ended up being. Metal pans. Really? Where's the, let's see, the metal pan lowers it down so much. Okay. Anyways. Oh, this recipe is from a Betty Crocker cookbook from, oh, I got married in 1981. So I don't know when the printing actually came out, but that's when I got the cookbook. I will go a little closer. I'm sure this is probably a copyright infringement, but you know, you guys pause and write, I guess. Yeah, they show you how to knead and everything. It's an old cookbook. Okay, and now I must start. Oh, is it blooming? Oh, see, it's already starting to bloom. I give them a little stir. And, geez, all this money I spend on this machine. Is this not the most ridiculous color? It's called watermelon. But at this time, which is March, what is today? March 5th, 2020. This is a closeout color. So it was only $219.99 with tax, free shipping. So I ordered it online. I thought, that's a good price, definitely a good price. This I bought refurbished directly from KitchenAid. They didn't have the plumberry on the site though. So I called and asked them if they could check and see because, hey, we all know how websites go. Just because you have the product in doesn't mean you've already gotten it uploaded. It's not an instant thing. So I thought, well, I'll call and see. Yes, they did have one ready to be sold. It just hadn't been listed yet. I got that for $279.99. I couldn't believe it. And at this point, my husband's going to kill me. I'm thinking of keeping them both. Because this will go as low as a single batch. I've got what I call my grandma mixer, which is like the classic, but stronger. They used to make them a lot better than they do now. I bought it, let's see, Grandma died in 1994. And my uncle sent me $500 as my inheritance from Grandma. I'm like, what? And I carried the check around until he called and said, I can't close the account. I can't settle the estate until you spend it. So I went out and I bought myself KitchenAid Stand Mixer and a KitchenAid Hand Mixer. And at that time, it pretty much wiped it out. They were quite expensive back then. And it still works, but you know, it kind of struggles on, like, say I'm making bread and I hear the motor going, and my Mr. Fix-It would not crack the seal on it to clean it out because I said, hey, I know they're supposed to be, what is that called, hermetically sealed or whatever, but I'm pretty sure that after, good Lord, what, 27 years? 26 years. It's probably got some flour packed in there, but he wouldn't open it, and I didn't want to risk killing it. So it's in the closet. And now I've got these two. I might give my grandma mixer to my niece. I know she could use it, and she would love that it was something from her, to remind her of her great grandma who passed away when she was little. My grandma lived to be 96 years old, so yeah, her great-great-grandchildren met her. Okay, pause again. I lost you. I hit the button and I hit the wrong button. I don't know what to tell you. I'm old and senile. Anyhow, so these cups, and to be honest, I tend to avoid using these. I don't like their tips. Do you see milk? Yeah, milk. All over my recipe, all over every friggin' thing. Pointed tip, by the way, Tupperware is Tupperware. Rubbermaid is not Tupperware. Plasticware is not Tupperware. Tupperware is Tupperware. Anyhow, this, see that nice big round, doesn't dribble. What is this? Tupperware. See? Tupperware. Tupperware. Best out there, but It costs a fortune. It cost a fortune when my kids were young. So we've got the milk in there. We're going to turn it on slow and easy. The milk was still warm. I had to scald it and then cool it. But it was still like 90 degrees, which is okay. We don't keep our thermostat up very high, so it gets quite cold in here. I'm going to try pausing you again. Okay, this is with 6.5 cups. The recipe calls for 7 to 8 cups. This is at 6.5 cups. What I don't understand is why this one is still so soft. And I did have to lock it because it started bouncing. I mean, look at my table vibrate. Well, I guess you can't see it. Take my word for it. See the head vibrating? That's locked. And it's still going nuts. It keeps spitting flour. I keep having to wipe it up. But yet, the Pro 600, I don't think it actually needs any more flour. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, pause. Okay, I just really wanted to quickly show you that it did keep purple haze. And my solution was, I put it on one of those little plastic cutting boards you can get, you know, like 3 for $5. So I don't know. And I just pull it out. I keep it on that. Take it off every once in a while and clean it. It needs to be cleaned right now. But I can slide it back and forth so easily this way. And my arms are too short for me to, I'm out as far as I can go. But see, it just slides real easily, and I just tuck it back in its little corner. And I know I have a very cluttered kitchen. Believe me, the whole house is this way. But that was my solution. So now I can reach the handle very easily. I kept the one that could do more at once. I mean, when I do pizza dough, I have to do a double batch right off of the get-go because the one son always makes a deep dish and uses usually almost a whole batch. And that's double. It should make like 5. So, yeah, I did keep this. I actually asked for an Artisan for Christmas. I thought, you know, maybe I'll add that to the repertoire. But they were all sold out, and I wanted a particular color. I love my purple haze, but, you know, I'm old and I love purple. So I just wanted to give a little update at the end of this video. It's many months later. And I wanted to thank you for joining me on my little channel. Bye-bye, till next time.